We're taking a look at Daniel Suarez's 2022 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 NASCAR Next Gen Kit from Salvino's JR Models. 124 scale, full detail kit. Just got released here within the last couple of weeks, and it is today's What's in the Box. And getting started now with the body. And you can see it's molded in a shade of black. Getting started with parts tree B, which is going to be the underside plate parts tree. Here's a look at the underside plate with the rear diffuser. Down here is the instrument gauge panel piece. Over here is the fuel filler. This is where the roll cage is going to sit. And this area needs to be the same color as the roll cage, chassis gray. So here we have the Radiator Air Box. Radiator sits inside those four pieces. The air box, the inner side of the air box. The seat, which is going to be two pieces. Headrest here. And a ducting piece that goes between the radiator and the cold air box. Now moving on to parts tree C, which is a little bit more chassis parts along with the wheels. So here in this corner we have the leg rest for the seat, oil pan, pedals, radiator, window nets, A-pillar net, backside of the radiator, prop shaft, rear wheel well pieces, down here we have the two-piece vents, push the air out through the hood, vents, pedal box, inner crossbar, that's on top of the engine. Here we have the two-piece wheels, BBS. Now we're going to focus our attention on the tires, which will be Goodyear Eagle Race Slicks. And you can see they'll probably need a little bit of sanding. Now we're taking a look at parts tree A, which is suspension and engine parts. Starting up here in this corner, which has some suspension parts. Up here we have part of the rear bumper bracing, front bumper bracing, rear spindles, rear suspension upper and lower control arms. Over here we have the dampers, rear bell housing, radiator hoses, front suspension A-arm, control arms. Down here we have the ignition packs, the coil packs, valve covers, headers, block, front accessory pieces, intake, front spindle, wiring. Now moving on to parts tree G. Some more engine pieces, suspension parts, chassis parts. At this corner we have the two-piece transaxle. Into the exhaust pipes, pulleys, belts, the brake rotors, which look pretty good. The detail is pretty nice. Another one of the pulleys, belts. Here they have the rear bumper, steering shaft, half shafts, tie rod, interior steering shaft, gear shift, front part of the transaxle, headers, steering wheel, front bumper, the base of the roll cage, which is going to build on top of that, the frame, if you will. Now we're taking a look at parts tree D, which is going to be for the chassis parts tree, and molded in white, as you can see. So we're going to start in this corner. Here we have the rear roll bars that attach to the rear of the bulkhead, rear package shelf tray, covers up the rear clip. Down here we have the rear clip, side, bottom, top part of the fuel cell. Here we have the rear bulkhead piece. This is the interior side. I'm not sure what that piece is. That's a communication piece for, I believe, the in-car camera, maybe. Down here we have the firewall, second piece of the shelf, the in piece of the rear clip. Now we're taking a look at parts tree E, which is more of the roll cage pieces. Up in this corner we have the top part of the roll cage, which is literally hanging on by a thread. Next to it you have the interior roll bar padding for the driver's side. Here we have left and right side of the roll cage with the intrusion panels, the door roll bars, crossbar, a vertical bar next to it. Down here we have the tunnel, the prop shaft tunnel. Another crossbar, left and right side of the front clip. Another roll bar, the electronic rearview mirror. Part of the crossbar, front clip, lower piece of the front clip, cool air box, fire suppression bottles, the ECU, now we're taking a look at the clear parts tree. So here we have the front and rear windows. Rear windows have the vents cut out. Front window has the vent in it. Up here we have the two-piece shark fin, which is nice. I like how they did it compared to Revell, and they did it the one piece. Here we have the quarter windows, A-pillar window. Here we have the passenger side window, which is used at all the tracks. And the high downforce spoiler, which is going to be used at Atlanta, Talladega, and Daytona, which is done correctly, so you can paint the bottom side in a color, usually black. Now we're going to take a look at the decal sheet, and we're going to start with what I like to call the decal sheet for the Camaro decal sheet. It has the headlights decals, taillight decals, Camaro badging decals, hood pins, side skirt decals, window frame decals, and so on. And moving on to the paint scheme decal sheet, the rest of the decal sheet, the main decal sheet, which is pretty nice. It is very nice and colorful. It's cut in two pieces though. This piece here. It was cut to help fit in the box and for packing, so that was kind of interesting. But anyways, all you gotta do basically is just paint the body black, and the decals take care of the rest for you. Now we're going to take a look at the instruction book. So that, my friends, is going to do it for this look at Daniel Suarez's 2022 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 NASCAR Next Gen Kit from Salvino's JR Models. Thank you for watching.